it appears the cons of migration is now outweighing the economic benefit of migration. It is looking like the problem, as migration has now seen the spread of viruses, and it is a cause for concern. I don't know where we go from here as a society, but this is a conversation we all should start having. This video has been on the back burner for a while now, but I am not gonna dilly-dally anymore. You're about to watch it. Why? My anxiety level has just gone up 100-folds. Monkeypox, okay? Now you see why this video makes sense when you get to watch it. You watch it after this prelude. Monkeypox is in Australia. I thought it was coming, you know. I didn't think it was gonna get here today. I just saw on my news flash, boom, that it's in Australia. Someone has been sent into isolation. I don't know what's going on in the world. In the last 4 decades, there's been viruses, unexplainable, incurable, deadly. And with the emergence of monkeypox, I mean, as of yesterday, it was in Europe. Australia was giving us warning guidelines as to what to prepare for when it eventually comes. And so I was telling myself, I got a bit of time to gather my thoughts together, prepare, plan, and just keep myself as safe as I possibly can. But I guess I'm like 24 hours too late to this news, and so I'm a little bit anxious. I don't know where we're going to from here. I don't know what the next step is. We're not getting a lot of information as regards this virus. They once said it comes from eating uncooked animal, but it doesn't look like as if the uncooked animal is the scenario here. There's multiple scenarios with sexual relationship between a man and between two men as should I say a significant factor behind this. This is what the UK government is reporting. It is in America. It is in a few countries in Europe. It was in UK as of on Monday, and it is spreading so fast. Hence the reason why you're about to watch this video. I made this video a while back just so to explain to you what a sufferer of hypochondriac feels or looks like, and I am literally just beside myself with anxiety. It's gonna take me a while to gather myself together and just someone will say don't read any news, but no way. Not reading, not knowing will make it worse for me. So before you watch this video, please put in the comment section what you think will be the best remedy for someone that has this hypochondriac anxiety going for them. Welcome to my channel, Postcard Eyes Unfiltered. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Today I'm going to be talking about hypochondriac, so come along with me as I do my exercise on this beautiful autumn weather. Let's go. Alright, so welcome back. There's a lot to unpack here, and I just want to compliment the weather. How good is this weather? This is the last of the good weather, guys. I don't think we have a lot left. In fact, next week it's gonna be really shitty and cold. Anyway, hypochondriac. I know it's a mental illness, I would say, but I don't think I have not been diagnosed just yet. But it has taken me the pandemic to realize that I'm actually have this condition, and I'll tell you why. I'm gonna take you through a journey as I do my exercise, so it's gonna be a few shots of things of a different environment as I go with this. So here we go. I am taking a look at different events that has made me realize that I'm actually anxious, or I'm having illness anxiety, and hypochondriac just seems to be the best fit for what I'm experiencing at the moment. And I'll tell you why. The pandemic has been 3 years in the making, and particularly this year, we've sort of gone back to pre-COVID lifestyle where there's no more mask mandate. People can now socially go about their business, be together with friends without mask, indoor, outdoor, congregate maskless, and that has just created a level of anxiety for me. in that I am not ready. We're recording more numbers this year than we did the last 2 years of coronavirus. And I'm telling myself, why all of a sudden has things, are we having a lax view to how we live our lives? Again, I cannot tell you, or tell the government what rules or what to do. I cannot dictate anything, but I'm just going to be living in the moment and living as I go and trying to protect myself. I'll take you back to 2019. I think I felt sick in around September. I don't know if it was a coronavirus, but I literally felt it was like the first time I've had a flu, and it knocked me for 6. Recovered, and around December we started, hearing the news about something that was brewing in China. Now, I don't know about you, but I am a very big consumer of news. Twitter, Facebook, although I'm not on Facebook at the moment, I deactivated my account. Instagram, the web, you name it, I will be searching. And I was literally following the coronavirus news as it went. And there was no day that I would not click 6-7 news article that was relating to this virus as it was unfolding. And that created a massive panic. And then it hit us in 2020. And, April saw everything just shut down in Melbourne, as you will be aware. And the anxiety has just intensified. I am still very wary of going out or being in a social space with friends. Very wary. In fact, I go and I am probably the only one wearing a mask. As funny as it sounds, I don't want to touch anything. I don't want to eat anything. At the first sign of a cough, my immediate reaction is I've got coronavirus. It's my partner coughs, sneezes in the morning. I'm like, you need to rat test yourself, mate. Like, I think you got coronavirus. It is that freaky as, and I'm like asking myself, why am I this reactive? Why am I this panicky about this virus? And I think it has taken me a little while to figure it out, and I'll share this with you. Now, growing up in Africa with its many challenges, one of it is the crippled healthcare system. I mean, like, one of what you would consider as manageable illnesses or minor illnesses here would literally kill you back home. And it is no wonder where my anxiety stems from. Malaria to this day is still a killer of many. Cholera, yellow fever, all of those diseases that have been eradicated in the first world countries are still very much prevalent and deadly back home in my home country. And so, as far back as I can remember, when the viruses like HIV, syphilis and all of that, or hepatitis, whatever, became a thing, or rather became to my knowledge as an adult, it was malaria that was killing us, and I was scared of that as well. Any mosquito bite, I felt I had malaria. And so we literally abused the anti-malaria medication. Not just me, I'm sure my family did abuse it as much as we would, not want to admit. We did abuse it. And every other thing, there'll be an antibiotics to take to mitigate or prevent some, illness. And you just need to rock up to a pharmacy and you get this medication. It's not regulated. You don't need a prescription for most of the drugs that will be considered prescribed only by a doctor. And so HIV came, and Africa is the worst hit now, right? With South Africa recording the highest, and I think Nigeria is following suit. I remember when I became well aware of the spread or how you could get it, I didn't want to believe that not talking to someone would not automatically give you HIV, or not talking to someone that has HIV, you won't automatically get it from them. And so I became very, very conscious of people that I interacted with. As soon as I hear someone has, got the virus, I'm literally running away from them, not talking to them anymore. It's that bad. And I would tell myself, no, there's nothing to be worried. Nah, it was a big worry for me. You got it, stay away from me. I'm avoiding you like a plague. And it wasn't the fact that you get the virus and you probably die from it, like a lot of people died from it. It was the fact that there was a big, huge stigma surrounding, you being infected or you contracting HIV. And so one of the reasons why I literally became very anxious of or about what I do or people that are around me, it was the fact that I didn't want my family to be shamed, or I didn't want any shame to come to my family or ostracize at the very least. And so I was so nervous and anxious up until this day. In fact, when I met my partner, I had to Google the infection numbers in Australia, and I found out it was like 50,000 people of the, and so that became a thing, and that became a trend as to how I would live my life and just be wary of people that were around me and what I did, to mitigate or prevent myself from contracting the virus. Like, I'll literally, when I was going to make my hair, I had my own comb, I had everything that was mine, to the point that I was even contemplating taking towels as well, like not to be OCD about it, but I think I did, and it was that bad. And so when I googled Australia to find out, oh my god, there's just like 50,000 out of 24 million people with HIV, I'm like, okay, probably he didn't have it. And I actually asked him, like, mate, tell me, how many sexually transmitted diseases have you had? And he was laughing. I'm like, don't laugh, because it's a thing back home. Like, these are the things you want to ask your partner, right? I mean, just so you know where they've been at and what they've done in their past. I'm not discriminating, though. I'm not trying to say it will be bad, but I needed to know. And he laughed, and eventually he was like, he gave me the answers that I needed, which thankfully helped my decision. But it was an anxiety moment that spearheaded me having that conversation with him. The next illness that came again was Ebola. Now, I know in the Western world Ebola wasn't a big deal here, but back home in Africa it was a massive deal, right? And it happened at the time where I was about planning my relocation to Australia. And so once it hit, I was telling myself, oh my god, my life has ended. There's no way I'm not going to get this virus. This is going to stop my dream of moving to Australia, because I mean, no country was willing to take any African citizen at the time, given the fact that they didn't know what Ebola was, or they knew of Ebola but they hadn't studied it just yet, and it was killing people. Like, you get it, you literally die. The mortality rate was very high. I think it was literally 98%, if I'm not mistaken. Now, I don't have the statistics to prove this, but the mortality rate was very high at the time. And I got a letter, like, whilst I was waiting for my visa to come through, I got a letter from the embassy saying that I needed, asking me all of these questions about where I've been in the last 3 months, who I've been with, where I've traveled to, and I also needed to go at the time, go get medicals done for my visa, as a visa requirement for me. And I had to go to Lagos, and Lagos at the time was just hit by the Ebola virus from, a Liberian, they brought it in, and all of that saga that happened at the time. And so, my god, I literally was nervous. Like, you would not understand the level of anxiety that gripped me whilst I was planning on going to Lagos for my medicals. And I had to go, because if I did not go, it means I probably would not be here, or my visa, I would have delayed the visa process. And so what I was telling myself, like, I had to wear ridiculous outfit just so that I don't touch anyone. Gloves on. I stayed in a hotel. I barely slept, because I was telling myself, if I sleep, maybe the hotel I'm staying in, someone who had it has been here and the bed sheet has not been cleaned. It was that chaotic and panicky for me. Eventually, I got my medicals done and I ran out of Lagos. Thank God I did. But still, I did not really consider myself to be, a little bit anxious or having the illness anxiety up until this coronavirus, because literally I am consuming everything that is related to the pandemic. I am in the know. I want to be in the know. I want to find out, like, the next thing. In fact, I want to know what the government does not know. It's that bad. And I don't know how to manage this. Like, I'm thinking, how do I manage my anxiety when it comes to illnesses, viruses, whatever? Like, there's going to be more, right? There's going to be more. And how am I going to be living my life? At the moment, I don't want to associate with anyone. I don't want to go anywhere. I don't want to go for dinner date. I don't even want to be anywhere. And that's affecting my daughter's social life. As much as I would hate to admit it, my partner is the one taking her to places, taking her to the park, because I have just refused to, get back to the swing of things. And so I'm sharing this, I'm sharing this to ease a little bit of my anxiety, and also to gain an insight as to how you are also or what you are experiencing, or how you are going by or living your day-to-day life with or in the pandemic, or in our current situation. It is scary. I need tips, tricks on how to go about living my daily life, because I'm not gonna lie, it's eating me up and it's wearing me thin. I am hopeful that this becomes an endemic and the rate of spread reduces to the point where if you get it, you probably just be home sick for 2 days and you're fine. Otherwise, yes, it's gonna be me still being anxious or a hypochondriac, as the case may be. And I felt yeah, that's it. I hope you can comment and tell me how you're dealing with this virus. It'll be nice to know that I'm not in my bubble by myself. Until next time, guys, take care of yourself and stay safe. Bye. P.S. I'll be happy to get to know what illnesses that are giving you a fright caused you to be scared and panicked, apart from coronavirus, obviously. It would be nice to know. So in the comment section, guys, share your thoughts.